A San Antonio baby is fighting to stay alive, battling an extremely rare skin disease. He's the first baby in San Antonio to be born with the condition, and his family is desperate for help. News 4's Ariana Lubali joins us live with more. Ariana?
Irene, 25-year-old Priscilla Maldonado worked right here at this taco cabana next to our news station through her pregnancy. She says nothing seemed abnormal. That was until her baby boy was born. He was missing skin throughout his body. 3-month-old Jabari Gray was born on New Year's Day. Ironically, he was given that name, which means warrior, before his birth, before his family knew the battle he would fight.
His grandpa is the one that picked out the name, and it was so weird. We didn't know, anything was going to be wrong with him, and come to find out, his name means fighter, so he had that name given to him for a reason.
Baby Jabari was born without skin from the neck down.
It was just completely silent. You expect people to be happy after you have a baby, and it was just completely silent, and I had no idea until I got put into a room and they explained to me what was going on.
His mom, 25-year-old Priscilla Maldonado, a Taco Cabana employee, worked through what she calls a normal, healthy pregnancy.
They did a genetic disorder test during pregnancy and at birth, and nothing came back abnormal. There was no extra chromosomes, no nothing, and he had 0% chance of survival rate, and he survived 3 months.
There was no indication that her baby boy would be born with an extremely rare disease known as cutis apellasa.
Third case in the United States. They don't know how to treat it. They were treating him as burns.
Baby Jabari remains on life support, and Maldonado says doctors have told her there's nothing more they can do.
So now it came down to where they just want his to go ahead and disconnect him when we feel comfortable, because he's just in too much pain and suffering right now. I just want my baby to be home and be normal and be able to hold your baby.
And the family says thousands of dollars in medical bills are now piling up. They've also made the hard decision to take the baby off life support, so now they're also planning a funeral. If you would like to donate them, we'll have information on our website. That's news4sanantonio.com. Randy.
There's treatment out there for him, and now it's in the hands of an insurance company.
New developments on a story we brought you on News 4 1 week ago. It was a baby born without skin, a very rare condition, has now been denied a hospital transfer that his mom says could help save his life.
News 4's Ariana Lubali found out an issue with insurance is causing the denial. Ariana?
It's been an emotional roller coaster for this family. Last week, they were preparing to take 3-month-old Jabari Gray off life support. Then they found out he could possibly be treated. Now, because of a denial from insurance, their hope is running thin. As 3-month-old Jabari Gray lives on life support inside the neonatal intensive care unit, his mother is fighting for his survival.
Lost, confused, hurt. It's a child's life that's on the line, and it should be no questions asked. It should be approved no matter how it is.
Doctors at Texas Methodist Hospital have told Priscilla Maldonado there's not much left they can do for her baby boy, born without skin from the neck down and a severely damaged airway.
Because he's came across, for 3 months fighting through this. From day one, they said there was 0 chance of him surviving, and he made it this far, and I would hate to give up on him or everybody else to give up on him when he's made it this far in life.
Priscilla was getting ready to make funeral arrangements when she found out about a specialized unit at the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston that may be able to help treat her son.
Texas Children's Hospital already said yes, they will take him in Houston. They will care for him, so now it's just in the hands of the insurance company.
She waited 4 days to get a call today that insurance denied the request to transfer baby Jabari. She says her insurance is out of network for the hospital.
He's suffering right now. When there is a hospital out here that is willing to take him and fix his condition and help him live as a human being and be able to see his future and grow.
She's now filed the paperwork to change her insurance plan, but it could take up to 45 days. And now in the meantime, we've reached out to local Congress members and advocacy groups trying to get baby Jabari some help. Dozens have stepped up, not only offering to donate money, but their skin. Melissa.
Our Ariana Lubali has been following this story for you since you first saw it here on 4. And Ariana, how is the family reacting to this good news?
Well, it's new hope for this family who really has been dealing with just a whirlwind of emotion since Jabari was born 3 months ago with no skin from the neck down and other conditions. Right now, that baby is on his way to Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, where his mom says he could receive life-saving treatment. This is video from just a few hours ago. We were there as the 3-month-old was brought out of Methodist Children's Hospital in an incubator and put into an ambulance. He was transported to Million Airfield, where he took off late this afternoon. Jabari's mom says she's overwhelmed by the support she's received that's helped her get Jabari's transfer approved.
It's very amazing. It's just powerful how one word, changes whole scenario for the best for my son. Oh, he's doing wonderful. His heart rate was wonderful. His pain is under control. Everything's going in the right way.
And Jabari's mom says when he arrives at Texas Children's Hospital, he will be evaluated by a team of specialists. It's really just an amazing update to report on because of the support of viewers. His mom says they've stepped up not only to offer money, but also offering to donate their skin. We've also been told that she's gotten calls from advocacy organizations and groups who are offering to give her some assistance. She says really it was because of the persistence of viewers and the community who kept calling the insurance company and the hospital that ultimately she got the approval to have Jabari transferred. Back to you.
New information now on baby Jabari, the San Antonio infant born without skin from the neck down. News 4's Ariana Lubali reports on how his low chance of survival is now increasing after just one surgery.
It's a story we've followed for weeks and one that has turned around for the better thanks to you, our viewers, who helped get this baby a hospital transfer. We've now learned that that transfer is leading him to possibly life-saving treatment.
Hi, Jabari.
Baby Jabari is now kicking, moving his lips and gaining weight.
He actually closing his mouth now. He's even alerting when he's hungry. We were noticing he was smacking his lips, and then 5 minutes later the nurse came in for his food. So he knew a lot of stuff that he'd never done before.
It was just 3 weeks ago that his parents were making the agonizing decision to take him off life support. They were told there was nothing left for doctors at Texas Methodist Hospital to do.
It would eat me alive just knowing that he's still alive at this moment, breathing every single second. I mean, I would have felt horrible. I don't know where I would be at right now if I, chose to go ahead and unplug him from life support.
Yeah. Now the almost 4-month-old is showing signs of improvements after his first surgery since his transfer to Texas Children's Hospital in Houston.
They said literally they were going to do whatever they had to do for Jabari, that they were never going to give up on him.
These are new pictures post-operation. As you can see, he's now wearing a neck brace. At birth, his chin and lip were fused into his chest, and his airway was bent, causing severe breathing troubles. Priscilla says surgeons were successfully able to separate the two and create a man-made neck structure for baby Jabari.
They've never, ever in their life done a procedure like this on a case like Jabari, so their outcome, they were pretty happy, that he pulled through it.
Priscilla says the surgery immediately improved his breathing and drastically reduced his oxygen tank flow. The goal is to eventually have him breathe on his own. Now, in another miraculous move, Priscilla says doctors are growing Jabari's own skin to cover the areas that are missing it.
Even though he wasn't born with skin, he's actually going to be leaving with his actual own skin versus donor. It makes it a little bit more, happier feeling just knowing that he's going to be in his own skin.
And we reached out to Texas Children's Hospital to talk with them about Jabari's case, but because of health privacy laws, they could not comment. We were also denied access inside of the hospital. We wanted to get some video and pictures of Jabari and his mom together, but we'll stay on top of this and keep you posted with any updates that we get. Melissa.
David, thank you. We have a new update on baby Jabari, the San Antonio infant born without skin. Many of you, our viewers, have offered to donate your own skin to help baby Jabari survive. But we found out that's actually not going to be necessary. News 4's Ariana Lubali traveled to a specialized lab on the East Coast and shows us what's being done to help save that local baby.
Across the country, here in Cambridge, Massachusetts, experts have found a new way to help baby Jabari. Right now, inside of this lab behind me, they're growing the San Antonio infant's own skin to cover the parts of his body that are missing it. Inside these plastic trays, sheets of 4-month-old Jabari Gray's skin are developing.
Life-saving. It's as simple as that. It's life-saving.
About 1,800 miles away.
Hi, Jabari.
The San Antonio infant, missing skin throughout his little body, is waiting on their growth.
This is the area where we store all the frozen cells.
We traveled to Varicel Corporation near Boston to see how the remarkable technology is working.
So we cryopreserve the cells in liquid nitrogen.
Experts received a biopsy of Jabari's skin last week. The cells were isolated in trays to begin dividing and spreading out.
And they grow and divide, making a very thin sheet, about 4 to 8 cells thick, across the bottom of the flasks that we grow them in.
Like our own skin, the grafts need to be fed with nutrients.
There are a number of things, sort of growth, amino acids and nutrients that actually allow the cells to thrive. We're constantly monitoring the health of the cells under the microscope. That's a daily task. We may well see them lifting the skin.
The biopharmaceutical company usually works with burn victims, but doctors felt they could help in Jabari's case.
This is very rare, and so these cases are very unusual. I'm not aware of any similar cases. Our job is exactly the same. We're taking skin cells from a biopsy, growing them into sheets so that then the surgeons can then place them back on the patient.
The process takes about 2 to 3 weeks, and then baby Jabari's skin cells will be flown to Houston. They're in a temperature-controlled container like this. Once they leave this facility, the clock is ticking.
We have 24 hours from when it leaves the controlled environment here in Cambridge to when it should be placed on the patient.
He says everything is timed out to the minute to make sure when Jabari goes into surgery next week, the precious cargo gets to him on time.
It will get its own seat in the aircraft. It's a big logistics operation.
Back in Texas, the 4-month-old fighter continues to defeat the odds. Born 3 pounds on New Year's Day with a slim chance of survival. This is him now, weighing in at 10 pounds, and soon will be growing in his own skin. Ariana Libelli, News 4 San Antonio.
New tonight, it's a homecoming that we've been waiting on for almost a year. Jabari Gray, the San Antonio baby born without skin, released from the hospital for the first time since he was born. News 4 San Antonio's Ariana Lubelli has been following the story from the very beginning. She went to Jabari's home to see how the miracle baby is now doing.
What you saying? Huh?
It's the best Christmas gift the Gray family could have asked for. Their little fighter, Jabari, is out of the hospital and home for the first time in his life.
I'm just happy and blessed that he's home and we get to spend, the future together. Outside the hospital doors.
Born New Year's Day, missing skin throughout his little body and weighing only 3 pounds, Jabari's family was told his chances for survival were slim.
It's amazing. I'm glad, again, that I didn't take those doctors' opinions and saying, just go ahead and let him go. There's nothing for us to do. I would have really felt really horrible.
He would undergo surgery to place sheets of skin grown inside a Massachusetts lab onto his body. The grafts have now healed. Jabari is growing in his own skin.
Look at him now. He made it. He's not in pain like everybody else thought. His quality of life is just like everybody else's. It's just another hurdle that he has to jump through, but eventually he'll get through it.
Now 11 months old and weighing 16 pounds, he no longer requires a machine to breathe, and doctors are slowly taking him off of his feeding tube.
He's laughing, giggling, making sounds, blowing bubbles. trying to roll over, him just making coo sounds, just stuff like normal babies would do.
There's still no diagnosis for what he has. His mom says research studies are underway at Baylor University into Jabari's condition. Her family did genetic testing and everything came back normal, just as her pregnancy was, with no signs of any issue.
I think it's going to help a lot of others, just in case somebody else ends up going through the same situation as Jabari. They'll know at least the steps and ways to go. So I think it's going to help a lot of people out.
She hopes Jabari's journey inspires others to not give up, like so many told her she should do. What does he add to your family?
Love and fighting powers and, just joy and laughter.
Ariana Lubelli, News 4 San Antonio.